If you've been thinking about purchasing a Got Bag Daypack, I've got good news for you. This is the only review you'll ever need to watch to know whether or not this is the bag for you. And be sure to watch this review in its entirety, because if this is not the bag for you, then at the end of the review, I'll give you some alternative recommendations for bags that I think will better suit your needs. Let's kick off this review by talking about the gist of the Got Bag Daypack. It's a 15-liter everyday carry backpack with some waterproofness, a bit of organization, a couple interesting features, but really, when it comes to this bag, there is only one big thing that we gotta talk about: sustainability. Because out of all the companies that I've ever reviewed, and maybe even that I've ever heard of, Got Bag's mission of eco-friendliness might surpass all of them. Here's why. Based in Germany, Got Bag is a company that has a fleet of over 2,000 fishermen and locals in Indonesia who personally collect plastics from the ocean and the shore. They then take those plastics, process the PET portion, and send that to their factory, which then they make a frickin' backpack with. It's a really impressive operation. And the impressiveness of the operation, for me, sort of neutralizes the, I don't want to say averageness, but I would say this is a pretty basic bag. And at around 100 US bucks, yeah, you're paying for some features and some functionality, but what you're really doing is supporting a cause that you believe in and helping make the world a more sustainable place. But some quick specs. Like I said, it's 15 liters, which is a bit small for some, but a good size for everyday carry. The style is very old school, classy backpack style with a little bit of color and hipness to it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. The materials, which we'll talk about in the next section, are really different and interesting, and we'll talk about them in the next section. The bag currently comes in 9 different color options and weighs a very light 1.1 pounds. This is the bag when it's empty, and this is the bag when it's full. And throughout this entire review, we're gonna pack out this bag and show you exactly what it fits so you can decide whether or not it fits your everyday carry needs. This is the bag on me. For reference, I'm 5'8". We've got some decent comfort going on here. It's right around the price point, which, like I said, is 100 USD, give or take. And speaking of the price, if at any point you're thinking about making a purchase, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you. Okay, let's kick off the review by talking about the front of the Got Bag Daypack. Quickly, the look and the branding. It's fun, it's colorful. You got the zipper pull tag right here, this sort of rainbowy sort of vibe. Like, it doesn't take itself too seriously. And the Got Bag logo, it's actually, I kind of like it. I like the way that it looks. And really, like, if you're gonna buy something like this and support a brand like this, you're probably going to be super proud of displaying this logo. So overall, I like the look. But let's talk about the material. Because aside from the story of this bag, the material is very important because it feels different. I've reviewed a lot of bags, hundreds. And this material, I've never really touched something like this before, felt something like this. It's stiff, it's rigid. That's not a bad thing, because stiffness and rigidity can mean durability, right? It can mean it's more tough, like it's tougher. And the reason for that is, think about it, like this is made from recycled ocean plastics, right? So like there's a lot of plastic in this. Plastic's a very durable material, so there's nothing wrong with that either, but it's almost got a little crunchiness to it because of the stiffness of the material, which is neither a good thing or a bad thing. It's just something to be aware of. In the front, we really only have this pocket. Let's talk about it. It's a PU coated zipper, which means that it's water resistant. And because of that, it's a good spot for things that you want to A, access quickly, right? Because of its location, but also B, that you want to keep protected because of its weatherproofness. So let's load it up with a few things. I got a snack for later, a backup battery with a charging cable, AirPods, wallet, and let's say we're going traveling. I got my passport in there too, just in case. Now, notice, like, it's just kind of a throw-all. There's no additional organization in there, so if you're carrying as many things as I just put in there, it's gonna be a cluster. With this bag, you're not paying for some highly technical, decked out, functional masterpiece. You're paying 100 bucks for a bag with an amazing story and an amazing mission, and the rest is just sort of in line with the price. But if you don't mind rummaging around to find the things that you need, and you don't mind putting some more things in there, this pocket's pretty big. Actually, it's the entire dimension of this square, right? So it can actually fit a lot of stuff. And also, it's got like a weatherproofness too. This is like really smooth, plasticky feel on the inside. And ultimately, the PU coating seems like it's fairly well done. It will help keep your gear safe, which is super important. Next, the middle of the Got Bag Daypack. Let's start on the sides. I was kind of expecting there to be water bottle holders on the sides of this bag. It's got that sort of classic backpack look, which, you know, a water bottle holder on the side is typical in bags like that. And also, like, it just makes it easier to carry a water bottle, especially with this main compartment's a little bit tighter, but no water bottle pockets on the exterior. Now, getting inside, this zipper right here, also PU coated, very important. We got 2 zips, no zipper pulls. I would have liked to have seen the zipper pull on these guys, even at the price point, just to make opening and closing the pack a little bit more seamless. And now, we're in the main compartment. One thing to note, the main compartment, it's tight. Since there's no water bottle holders, I would have liked to have seen these cut down even more, therefore to open accessibility to the main compartment of this pack, but it's not like that, unfortunately. Inside the main compartment, we have 2 sections. Laptop compartment on the back panel, and there's zippered compartment on the other side. Let's talk about the zipper. Really basic, nothing else inside there. The zipper's actually, the compartment's quite big. It runs down to the bottom of the bag. But I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna throw my moleskin notebook in there and a couple of pens. Let's talk laptops. Now this backpack is large enough to fit a 13-inch laptop, which is perfect because I got a 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's protected with this little Velcro sleeve, and we can go ahead and pop the laptop in there. Now let's assess the safety. The Velcro is great because it helps to keep the laptop in position, right? So it's just less likely to be sliding around, or if the bag's open, it's not gonna go shooting out, just in case, right? The bag offers ever so slight of a false bottom as to where it ends, like right around here. So if you slam your bag down, the laptop the bag is carrying is less likely to be damaged. But there's also a really nice amount of padding. You can see right here, this is well padded, just extra protection, right? Because your laptop is f***ing expensive. So that padding can go a long way, plus the Velcro, plus the slight false bottom. But in my opinion, it might just be best to double up just in case. I recently got this laptop sleeve from Rush Faster, and I've really been shockingly in love with it. It's just giving me this little extra peace of mind for an extra like 30 bucks to keep my laptop extra protected, and it still fits nicely in there. Zip it up. Now I just feel a little bit more secure about the security of my laptop. And now that the laptop's in there, you can see that the main axis is severely compromised, right? There's not a lot of space. One thing I wanna say is this bag is advertised as being 15 liters. It don't feel like it. It feels like a very tight 12 liters maybe. If it cut all the way open and you could undo it like that, like it might feel a bit more like 15 liters, but it just doesn't, which is fine depending on what you carry on your day-to-day. For instance, if you just got a water bottle, this is a 16-ounce water bottle from Columbia, a jacket, some sunglasses, maybe a little tech pouch on top. This is from Manal. Then you can see that's absolutely a perfect fit. But if you have anything else aside from that, it's a tight fit, right? It feels like 12, 13 liters, but if simplicity is what you're going for, this guy's got you. And then finally for the middle on the top, one cool thing about this bag is you can sort of go into tote mode, right? Like this. Sick of carrying the bag on your shoulders, you want to carry it as a tote. It also adds a nice aesthetic, just sort of adding a little fashionable statement to it. And the tote itself can be secured with this buckle right here. It's not like a super comfy carrying tote experience, but it's only a small bag, right? You don't need it to have a bunch of padding. It gets the job done. Now let's talk about the back of the Got Bag Daypack. Aesthetically speaking, we got a couple more branding decisions here. Yet again, the same ones that are used on the zipper in the front are also used right here. And the little ocean wave right there, yet again, just sort of driving that message home of eco-friendliness, saving the oceans, you plastic, all that good stuff. The straps themselves, I actually quite like their comfort. This thing's decked out right now, and we got a decent amount of padding on this. I like the material. I like the padding. Also has a really nice padding, but they're too beefy for some people, right? If you're looking for something a little bit more slimmer of a profile that still provides comfort, I like what this is doing. Below that, we have the buckle right here. I don't know what brand you are, so I can't really speak about the durability of such buckles, but buckles like this are good because you can decrease or increase the height and the overall fit of the bag. Unfortunately, there's no nylon web holder here. So that means this will be flapping around, right? Sometimes there's these little guys that you can just click that into place, which means it's a little bit more seamless and tidy of an experience. But none of that, this is gonna be flapping around. And then finally, with the back panel, we have a luggage pass-through holder, which is great if you're traveling with luggage. You just click the luggage holder handle up, and then you can go ahead and slide this backpack on through, so it's a great little day bag, hence the name, right? There's a little bit of padding here, which is great for laptop protection on the other side, but also your back, right? You don't want it like the hard wall just pressing against your back. You got a little bit of cushion which is going to be noticeable. But unfortunately, there's not much in terms of ventilation. Common at this price point. I wouldn't expect there to be like 3D molded padding for $100, but you know, just know that this is not the most breathable backpack on the market. But yeah, overall for the price range, I'm actually pretty impressed with the comfort of the straps and the back panel, because comfort is so important with a backpack. How do I know this? Well, because I don't know if you knew this, but I'm actually building my own backpack here on Nomads Nation, and I'm documenting the entire experience. And we're documenting this journey mostly on YouTube, but like next level extra mostly on our email newsletter, which you can access with the second link in the description. And I'd recommend joining, because if you want to see the process of us building a backpack from the ground up, then you also get access to vote on some of the key features of the bag, from the color, to the materials, to the pockets, the comfort, everything. We're getting the community involved, and I would love to see you there. Be sure to sign up with the second link in the description, and I'll see you in your inbox. Back to the Got Bag. Pros and cons of the Got Bag Daypack. Pro number one, obvious, just unbelievable story of sustainability. I mean, what they're doing on an organizational level is just mind-boggling. Pro number two, at the price point, we got some pretty impressive weather resistance. And pro number three, again at the price point, we got some pretty decent comfort going on. But cons, I got a few. Con number one is just an overall lack of functionality. It gets the job done from a basic perspective, but I don't know, I think that there could have been a few things they would have implemented to maybe increase capacity or access to the main compartment. Con number two, in my opinion, this bag could have used maybe just a little bit more organization. And con number three is I feel like with Got Bag's mission of sustainability, some sort of dedicated water bottle holder would have made a lot of sense. So, you're still here. That probably means you're thinking about making a purchase. Or at least, you know, checking out the website, perusing. Get an idea, you're just checking it out. If that's the case, and you're gonna head to the Got Bag website, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. Remember, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. But let's say you're just not 100% sold. Let me offer a few alternative recommendations. Alternative recommendation number one is going to be the Bellroy Tokyo Totepack. This is ideal for you if you're looking for something that's still eco-friendly, not as eco-friendly, but eco-friendly, but it's also like an upgraded version of this. Same look, same vibe, but just a more premium version, better materials, better organization, better functionality. If that sounds like you, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Alternative recommendation number two is going to be the Fjallraven Kanken Backpack. This iconic bag is going to be for you if you're just looking for kind of a trendy, cool looking bag, but you're not ready to drop $100 just yet. You can get a Kanken for maybe like 60 or 70 bucks. It's not my favorite bag, but I will admit it is for some people, and you can learn more about it in the description below with a link to our full review. And alternative recommendation number three is going to be the Boundary Supply Rennen. This is going to be for you if you're still looking for a premium sort of upgrade and just kind of want a little bit of a different look, and you want access to Boundary Supply's super epic modular ecosystem. To learn more about the Boundary Supply Rennen, check out down there and you'll find a link to our full review. If you're still here, it probably means that you really like eco-friendly backpacks. If that's the case, then be sure to check out this video, where we talk about some more of our favorite eco-friendly backpack companies and some of the best sustainable bags on the market. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.